Rubén, first of all, then victory against Chesterfield. What did you see in your side today? What did you get out of that as a workout?
Well, we are still building our way to do things in the pre-season. Today was the time for some of them that didn't start the last game to play almost until 70 minutes, and we want to be a team, as we showed today, that is aggressive, that is good in possession, vertical, and I think we saw a lot of that, especially in the first 30 minutes. Then it was the pitch got a little bit dry, and then the end of the first half was not exactly what we expected, and then the second half we started in top of the game and scored that fourth goal, and then the boys have some good amount of minutes this week, and we'll take the game, analyze and move forward.
And yet towards the end of the game, that's when you personally seemed the most agitated by a need for intensity. So you want that from start to finish, that's the standard you're trying to set?
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes it's not easy because of the circumstances of the game, the score, the environment. But yeah, we wanted, especially with the team that we have on the pitch on the last 20 minutes, the game just got a little bit slower than I expected or I wanted. So our standard is to play with the intensity that we played in the first 30 minutes, and we play some other friendlies for 90 minutes. That's why sometimes now we are a little bit tired in those periods, like between the minute 10 and 20 in the second half. But it's part of it, and we need to ask for more. But as I say, it's a process.
I realise it's an easy question now as they both scored, but the two players, Akaki and Caceres, have played a lot of football for you in pre-season. Outside of the club, people think that maybe they're here to develop over time and possibly in the reserves. Do you see them as being part of the squad at the start of the campaign?
Well, for the moment they are part of our squad. They are playing minutes, they are dynamic, they are the kind of players that we want, and where they will be at the end of the transfer window is going to depend on their performance and where we are as a club. We coach all those players, it doesn't matter who it is right now playing for us, like they are first team players, we develop them. And for us, the word development is for everyone, not only for the players that below certain age. It's just everyone need to go up at least one level, and yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. So I'm satisfied with what they have been doing. Obviously, we have our internal discussions about what we need in the market. But as I say, I work with them like they're going to be our players for the rest of the season, and they're doing a good job.
As it's only been a couple of days, but how pleased are you that Barry looks as though he's familiar with his surroundings to set up 2 goals in this pre-season friendly today?
Well, we know where we were with Louis, that threat on the left-hand side with a lot of end product, dynamic, aggressive in the pressure, and he has been working really hard in the pre-season with Aston Villa, so it was ideal for him today to play some minutes. Potentially, probably he has not the level of our boys in terms of what we are doing things, but he will catch it up, so pleased with him going through those 60-65 minutes I think he played at the end, and hopefully he will have more to offer for us.
You mentioned the market, the transfer market. When we spoke to you last time, you were sort of hopeful in the next 4 or 5 days. It's not quite reached that yet, but have things progressed at all with regard to incomings?
Yes, sometimes it's not that easy because obviously it became a little bit special to come and play in England after you went out of the European Union, so sometimes you need to get those permissions, embassies, visas and those things, so that is sometimes a slow down the tempo that I wanted, but it's just a matter of that really.
Forgive me, we are talking about Samari then, aren't we? Because we spoke about him before, and is he the guy that ideally will be next?
Well, we are talking about the players that we are trying to work on it, so if it's Samari or if it's another one, the club will announce it in the proper time.
But just in terms of time scale, if you are at the kind of behest of passport officers, he's sort of reasonably confident they'll be here soon?
Yes, of course. So it takes long for some other cases, but in that concrete case that we are managing right now, it should be soon here.
Since we last saw you, there's been a bit of talk about Kieffer Moore potentially leaving and going to Wrexham. Firstly, is that true?
Well, Kieffer is our player. As you know, I don't manage those proposals or gossips or offers, and then I don't think he was ready to play for us today, so I decided to play with some other players that we want to see, like Tom Cannon today. He was exceptional today in the press and the way that we do it, and yeah, nothing special from my side on that comment. He still was here, he still was doing his job, and how it works. It's a team, and he's part of us. And if in the future something happens, let's see.
Just finally, from me, do you find yourself at this stage with regard to transfers, then incomings and outgoings, you're actually spinning quite a few plates that you'd like to get done before the season starts?
As a manager, you always try to get the players that you want as early as possible, because that means you have the entire pre-season to work with them. So yeah, the sooner is always the better. But as I say, the market is fluid, and sometimes you cannot control those things. For the moment, the boys that has coming have done a good job, and we have a really good team. The ones from remain from last season, and yes, I wanted players earlier, but I understand that this is what it is.